They're all ready and away and racing, and Super Terratoa was the first of them to spring the gates. Tambora, LA also gathering pace up there, as well as Shoes of Ekra. What About Moi allowed to drift back into the field, joined around the outside and passed by Casa Rosada. Gee, they're flying along. The pace is hot early. Over on the outside as they work down the back straight, there is Gonna Go. Bollinger Boy getting back with Sea War, Diplomat Express, and a clear last is Porfirio as they fly down the back straight. Super Terratoa had absorbed the pressure and beaten off Tambora as they settle down. Super Terratoa drops the neck, arches it up in front, leads the way, gets a bit of a breather. Gonna Go as soon as the pace slackened, whipped up there to get outside of it, parked right at its girth. They're followed over on the outside by Sea War, who'd also made a run. Back on the inside now, fourth is Tambora, being shaded by LA at the 800. They're being followed by Casa Rosada. Shoes of Ekra wants to drop the bit there. It's being urged along. What About Moi with only the three behind it. Bollinger Boy, Diplomat Express, and tacking onto the back of the field when they bunch up is Porfirio. At the 550, Super Terratoa will bring them for home. Leads Gonna Go. Sea War found itself wide working here mid-race. Tambora's back on the inside in fourth spot, coming towards the turn. Then came LA to the outside. Here's What About Moi and Casa Rosada putting in their claims. Pike goes back to the inside with Bollinger Boy. Gonna Go ranges up, joins Super Terratoa. Sea War keeps coming, and here comes What About Moi. Behind them, LA, Bollinger Boy. Further back, Shoes of Ekra. Gonna Go responding, though, with 100 left to go. It's Gonna Go in front. Now LA starts to get busy. It's coming at Gonna Go. Gonna Go and LA. LA in the last bound over Gonna Go, a breath. Behind them, What About Moi peaked on its run at the 100. Close up as well, Shoes of Ekra. And on their inside, Sea War, followed by Bollinger Boy. A gap, Porfirio. Then came Super Terratoa back there with Tambora. They got involved early. Then came Diplomat Express and Casa Rosada. Ryan Hill on LA has got the better of Gonna Go. Gonna Go made that move, got to the breeze, and then kicked in the straight, but it was LA tracking up in behind them that has been able to just blouse it in the last couple of strides. Goes home to win it. LA. Ryan Hill in the saddle. As we stand by, 2, 1, 7 and 8. A double here for Ryan. Boy Hill gets home with his second win, landing just handy back there in the fifth. And now LA for Vernon Brockman, and has just got the better of Gonna Go. 7, What About Moi is third in from Sea War, and in fifth placing is Shoes of Ekra. A Danehill Express, What a Hussy gelding for D and Mrs. R. Ryan. LA posts its fourth win from 13 here this afternoon at Belmont, trained by Vernon Brockman. Hill with a double, 147.06 there the time, and 37.18 the final split. A long head by 3 with the margins, 2, 1, 7 and 8. Gonna Go, a trade fair impatient lass, 8-year-old now, with Jason Pateman, Sean O'Donnell here in the saddle. So the Jason Pateman stable just lucking out in a couple of races this afternoon. And in third spot, What About Moi, who loomed to them, but then really weakened in the last 100, scrambling into third spot by Pour Moi from Our Sacred Anna, Stefan Vahala and Lakdar Romilly. The last event at 4:45 over 1400. 3 trump this is out, so's 10 in Flying Target. Well, a good day in the saddle for Boy Hill as we head down into the winner's enclosure as he brings back his second winner this afternoon, Britt.
Yeah, he does indeed. Happy with that as well. Vern Brockman joins me now. And Vern, a wonderful performance by LA.
Well, he puts in all the time, and it was a great ride by Ryan. Ryan's done an enormous amount of work on this horse, and he knows him well because he's a horse that you have to know well. And he's ridden a double today, Ryan, so he's in great form. And the horse has done a super job, really, because his early education, he was a real handful. And every day he's improving, and where we go from here I'm not sure. He's done a fair bit this time in, but I think he's I don't want to aim too high, but he's going to be a Saturday horse one day. So
is it Just a case of his maturity, mentioning there how important it is that Ryan really knows him. Is he just that handful still?
Well, he's mature. He's so immature as a young horse, and he was one of those horses that never went to a yearling sale. He was homebred by David Ryan, and sometimes when they don't go to a yearling sale, they haven't learnt that preparation, and when you come to breaking them in, etc., there, you know, he's always going to be taking time, and he's not mature yet.
Looking forward to seeing when he does mature and what he can do. Well done too.
Good, thanks, Brittany.
There's Vern Brockman, Ryan Hill, man of the moment. After his double, he's with Scott.
He certainly is the man of the moment. Now, Vern was just saying that this horse can be a bit hard to ride. What makes him so hard?
Yeah, to be fair, David Ryan, the owner's been very patient with him. He's just been difficult from day one. I lost him at the beach one day and Vernon was yelling at me, so as he does every morning. But he's just slowly maturing, and the difference is this time around, I wouldn't have won that race before, because when there was a silly pace early, he would have got over racing behind when we finally caught up. But to the horse's credit, he dropped the bit again, and then really the last 100 was his strongest.
And of course, turning for home, it looked like you had a lap full of horse.
You know, I did, but like I said to you before, I wanted to go for the 2,000 metre race on Saturday, and when he didn't sort of get a start, Vernon was keen for this, so I knew he'd run all the way through the line, and that's what got him the victory.
And will that be the feedback to the Earl of Vass to go to 2,000 next start?
Waste of time giving feedback because it'll get ignored.
Now, I never thought I'd say this in my life, but Ryan Hill, you are WA's leading Metro rider at the moment. Well done.
I never thought I'd say this. I like you, Scott Embry.
And what I love from Vern Brockman is he said maybe Hilly will be able to afford a razor blade after his double. I think he wants the beard gone from Hilly, and may well be able to do that after the double and the win on Alay, taking out race number 7. And we have one more to come here from this midweek Belmont meeting.